or rewatching School Days. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone hands down right now, I am never watching this show ever again. This is
until we hit 200 reviews, everybody.
Deal. No, I am not. Nope.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host with the most, Sam, the bomb. And with me every week is Danny.
Nice boat.
And Guaylo.
Today, I feel Qatari. Today, I feel disabled. Today, I feel gay.
What the fuck?
I should have said that last time. It's a World Cup!
Oh, the World Cup. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah, the extremely corrupt FIFA with also corrupt Qatar.
FIFA.
Qatar.
Oh, that's what it's called. I say FIFA.
FIFA
Yeah.
for life.
FIFA for life.
Dude, USA advanced. We beat Iran.
Hey, you know what's really funny?
Blue Lock. That's anime, right? Japan beat Germany. That was cool. Blue Lock.
Here's what's really
They have
funny.
Blue Lock jerseys.
Here's what's really funny, though. Danny fucking told everybody that she would watch and review School Days if we got to 100 Spotify ratings, and then we did.
Wow, I thought you were going to talk about World Cup, Sam. Thanks for fucking ignoring me.
Yeah, I tend to just try to move on when you're, fucking talking nonsense.
I was transitioning it into anime. I was turning the car. Japan used Blue Lock jerseys. That's how they won.
So anyways, we got to 100 Spotify ratings, and so anyways, that was really hilarious. So thank you for that. Super funny to me. It's funny to me. It's hilarious because then she had to watch it, and when you pre-hate something and having to watch it, you feel like you're slagging through it, and it's really funny. So she did that.
Funny for us. It's funny for us.
Yeah.
We were laughing at her, not with her.
So this is Danny. This episode of this week is Danny fulfilling that promise. So we're gonna let her take the lead on this review a little bit. And
Danny's deep dive.
It'll be funny. Yeah, Nick has been doing alliterations all night, so just ignore
Danny's diners and drive-ins.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. He just is
Would
doing
you
it.
say that one was Flavor Town?
I think it was ever since when I came back from when I was finished with school and we did like catch up with Danny, and he's all like, name the episode Danny Does Dallas.
Yeah, and so today he was like,
I just learned about that one.
Literally, just like if you want to see how the sausage is made, literally before we started recording, Danny was like, what should we name this episode? Because I'm going to make the thumbnail for Instagram. And I was like, just call it Danny Reviews School Days. And Nick was like, no, dude, Danny Does Dallas. And I was like, we already did that. And then he was like, okay, what's a D word for watching School Days or something?
Oh, wait. I already got it now. Danny's Dumpster Dive. How about that, eh?
No, because no one's going to know. Okay, anyway.
Danny's Dumpster Dive.
It's already
School
done.
Days. A review.
It's already done.
Analysis.
It's already
Top
done.
5 bestest.
Oh God, no.
You see all that SEO right there?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we should put Elon Musk in there too, so people click on it.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway. So let's just jump in, shall we? Links.animesummit.net. That's
what Makoto said.
That's where you can find all the fucking links to listen and follow and party and stuff like that. And, dude, there's also the Discord link in there. Join Manga Book Club. You fucking bitch. Because...
you get to see some man titty.
Well, yes. But also, here is December's schedule. The Sunday, December 4th, is King of Thorn, volumes 1 through 3. The 11th is Golden Kamui 7 and 9. And then December 18th is Girls Last Tour, volume 4 through 6. And then the last weekend, Christmas weekend, is Golden Kamui 10 through 12. So
We might not actually meet
Christmas
on
weekend.
Christmas.
Yeah,
because
no,
Sunday
yeah.
On Christmas.
This year, Sunday lands. Christmas lands on a Sunday, so we might
move
do
that
it,
to like Monday or something, or the weekend
Monday
before.
or something.
But
like
come
that,
on.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's more important, us or your family?
Yeah,
Everybody's done with their Christmas shit by like 10 a.m. anyway. It's fine.
it's fine.
I've actually been to the bars on Christmas Day. I've done that before. They're actually pretty busy.
It's pretty busy.
People go to the bars and movies and stuff on Christmas.
Yeah, no, I've been to the movies on Christmas Day. Yeah,
That's fucking dope, dude. I want to go to the movies again so bad. Speaking of movies, did you guys see the Mario trailer?
oh
2?
my god.
What a segue.
Just Nick, just please for a second, just let me.
Yahoo!
You had all before recording. Like I was even late to to start, and Nick could have been geeking out about alliterations and the new Mario trailer
My
this whole
desk
time.
is just covered in splooge after seeing that trailer.
Okay, anyway, so let's not
Not
derail
really.
anymore. But like,
That's impossible.
I do want to make another announcement, and I'm sorry this is so sudden. It kind of was not my plan for it to be this sudden, but yeah, we're gonna start another podcast on our network called Anime Plummet. Some community members, including head of Manga Book Club and our mod Ed, started a podcast called Anime Plummet, and on our network, and that's gonna come out in a couple weeks, and the first episode will come out on Patreon December 4th. Patreon.com/Anime Summit. Become a patron right now. Give Honeybear more freckles. And yeah, you can listen to that. It basically is like they're going to review seasonal shows that we don't cover because either A, we forget about them,
We ain't got time.
or B, because we don't want to because they're
trash.
they're trash or things
Well,
like
it's
that.
I can only review so many isekais a season.
Yeah,
It's
so
like 8 per season.
so that's pretty cool. They're also going to do some other things. It'll also keep me kind of competitive with topic ideas, and maybe I can convince Danny and Nick to do more retro reviews because they never want to fucking do them.
Yeah, I do.
Whoa.
From the 2000s, so we can
Don't
pad
put
out our
words
stats.
in my mouth.
Nope, fuck you guys, because every time I want to review, like the Appleseed one, the only reason we did that one was because I just put it on there and I said no changes.
Yeah.
But they're going to cover more retro stuff as well. So they are not going to, we're going to try our best not to step on each other's toes and things like
Yeah,
that.
they're more free form. They can do whatever the frick they want.
Well, we're pretty freeform.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
are we actually.
Yeah, but like,
You know what they should do? They should analyze our episodes after they come out. They should do a podcast episode about our podcast episode.
well, that's kind of other thing. That's kind of what else they're
That'd
going
be
to Well, that's kind of what else they're going to do too a little bit. Like they're obviously going to be like
drama.
they're going to be like, well, Sam didn't like this one because she's a whore, and I'm be like, wow, okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
But like,
We could do that. We could do like community drama without like bullying anybody.
yeah, no,
Yes.
I think that's
Short
another,
of bullying.
that's another thing that Anime Plummet's going to do is they kind of act as like our Discord community's like podcast as well. So there's another podcast for you to listen to, and also I've been kind of talking with Trisha about it and stuff like that, and I think I might come back with a newscast soon.
Woo!
Yeah, so like I was thinking about that a couple of days ago, and I just thought
Are you gonna do Walter Somkite?
So, anyways, I might come back with a newscast soon. And
that's the way it was.
And yeah, dude, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I might just shorten it to just anime news and leave it at that because I have a lot of fun doing that. And doing podcasts by myself is really fun. I need to do that sometimes, otherwise
That sounds cathartic.
the other two will drive me crazy. You know what I mean? So like, I have to But that being said, hope you guys enjoy that Anime Plummet. Okay, December 4th, first episode on Patreon, and then I didn't tell you this. So it'll come out every other Sunday.
Right.
So
yeah.
December 4th will be the Patreon for the first step, and then the following Sunday will be it public. And then it'll so on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So like every Sunday.
Oh, is it going to permanently be a patron thing? Or
No. It'll be public the
Okay.
week after, the Sunday after. Yeah. So it'll be on their own feed, but we'll make sure we put that in the links.animesummit.net
Right.
links as well, or Danny will get that covered.
Mm-hmm.
So hope you guys enjoy that. It'll be fun to have another podcast on our network, and it was kind of sudden, so I apologize for. I would have liked to announce it a couple weeks ago, and I should have, but I was just like we were getting stuff together, and they were getting stuff together, and so yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. Shout out to King, Mike, and Gizmo and Ed. They are the hosts, so hope you guys enjoy that. Ed's really funny. King is hilarious. Mike's been a guest on a couple Smackdowns and other episodes with us, and Gizmo is just like, I don't know. Gizmo is like there almost every manga club meeting, and he just consumes a lot of stuff. And he's from Germany too, so like, They got us beat in the international court. Okay, they got a Canadian,
Yeah, they definitely do.
a German, and then they have a Mexican American, and then King, I believe, is like a third Mexican or something.
King is a person of the world.
Yeah. Personally, yeah, he travels a lot. He's going to Thailand in a couple months. Or
Let's
not a month
dox
or so.
him.
Let's.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
This is his schedule and list of fears.
Yeah, my kid ruined it by writing his schedule and list of fears on the back.
Is that Family Guy?
Yeah, it's Family Guy, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoy Anime Plummet, okay? Listener question of the week, Nick. Let's get into it.
All right.
No alliterations. Just read the question.
Listener lounging
God
legume.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's really bad alliteration. Doesn't even make sense. All right, this is from Zella. You might say it's Zella's xylophone. All right, who is your personal waifu / husbando holy trinity and why?
Can't answer this question. Can't do it.
Wait, what do you mean holy trinity? So 3. That means 3, right? So,
Yes.
Kind of
Can't
like the
do it.
best of the best, like.
Top 3.
So like it's like a
basically.
Mount Rushmore. Your top 3.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't answer this question. I can't.
I mean, one
Don't
of them
get
is
shot.
definitely Shishomaru. And
Like-
Kyo is definitely up there too.
Oh, you know what? I actually had a fucking list of this shit at one point.
I am too.
Or no,
horny.
I had a 3x3. So
I am too horny to have a definitive list. I guess you could say. I guess you could put Misato up there. Misato Katsuragi from Evangelion, but like,
yeah, she gonna groom you good.
maybe. God, I can't, dude. I love so many characters. Like, oh my god. Okay, so Kai just posted this pop-up parade figure of the farmer Ray from the latest movie, and I just need to.
Oh
buy
yeah,
this.
Ray Ayanami.
God damn it, fucking hey, dude.
More like Ray Ayanami, you know what I'm saying?
More like Ray Ayanami.
I actually don't really find the Evangelion characters like sexy, if that makes sense. That's really
Yeah, they're
weird.
just like really. Their design is
It's
just
the
so cool
faces.
that you admire them a lot. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they look cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta answer it. I didn't even answer. What do you?
Okay,
guys
no,
answer?
sorry.
I
You
asked
go
a
ahead,
question.
Nick. Yeah, because I can't. Let me see if I can think of like one.
Danny
more at
answered.
least.
Danny, you said Shishomaru.
She said Shishomaru and somebody else. Yeah.
probably a
right.
guy from Fruits Basket and then another guy. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll just say Shishomaru, Kyo-Soma from Fruits Basket,
Called it.
and fuck you. And
Makoto, let's go.
Sakura from Card Captors.
Sakura Kinomoto.
Oh, nice. All right.
Why?
well, if you get
Because,
Sakura,
I mean,
then
like,
I-
honestly, like, well, I was gonna answer why. Shishomaru was like my first husbando ever.
Husbando.
Kyo because I love Fruits Basket, and Sakura Kinomoto, best girl, because I feel like Card Captors is a little bit slightly a smidgen underrated compared to Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's still really big though.
Yeah. So those are my reasons.
More UA for me.
She.
I'm gonna fuck him.
God,
Break off a piece of my dick.
my dear. Was that Paul Rudd who did that?
Yeah. In Wanderlust. Yeah.
God.
Pop off a
All right.
piece of my dick.
He's like talking in the mirror like
Yeah.
Taxi Driver.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry.
This
Nick,
is
go
why I
ahead.
could never do like a driving to work podcast because that's like the type of shit I say while I'm driving. I'm just like sounding out words like Ron Burgundy.
Making noises. Yeah, that's what I do during work too. It's like,
Like-
goddamn.
Utsy.
While I'm working emails, I'll just be like, "Ship it up, Scabby."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the call. All right. Okay, my wife who was Bando. The girl from Angel's Egg, first of all. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Okay. C2 from Code Geass.
The egg itself.
Okay. Pizza Butt.
Pizza Butt.
Because she's like a mystical lady, and she will pamper me. Oh God, I had the other one. Oh, I had it. See, I had to list all this stuff earlier. I don't want too many tsunderes. That's the issue. Like, maybe Sendra Gahara. She's pretty dominant. You know, it'd be kind
She's
of
cool.
interesting to
She's
try it
cool.
out
She's cool.
from Bakemonogatari. And then we just need a chick with fucking huge ass cans here next. Got to mix it up. You know, I'm diverse.
What about that
I'm
girl
diverse.
from Aiken?
Aiken. There you go. One of them.
One of them. One of them. Okay, you know what? I can't pick like human characters.
Oh,
for
maybe
this.
Winry. Actually, Winry from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah,
That'd
Winry,
be sweet.
Winry. Yeah, she's cool, dude.
She can fix shit.
I can't pick human characters for this because it's too hard. I do have a holy trinity for non-human characters though.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's too hard. I have too many waifus and husbandos. I'm too horny. I have like every time Danny mentions a character in like Danny, Sen, or Kai or Fruit or like even like Mike or Ed or whatever. Whenever they mention a character in our Discord, I'm like, yeah, I was into her first. I was in him first. Like I just have too many, right? It's not fair. So I'll give you 3 non-human characters that I would absolutely break off a piece of my dick in. Ava Unit 1 and
Yeah. Same.
And then Legoshi from Beastars. I would absolutely let him
Oh, yeah.
rail me to the moon and back.
Yep.
And then even Danny was like, "Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Why do Sesshomaru half dog? Why not go full dog on him?"
I mean, no,
Yeah, get that
Shishomaru's full.
corkscrew in there.
Oh no,
Sesshomaru's
he's full. He's
full.
full. He's full.
No,
Yeah.
that's a pig. What kind of peanut? Oh, dogs have the knot. That's right. They have the knot. Once you get past the knot, though, you're fine.
Yeah, once you get past the knot, it's fine. And then and then I don't know.
I do not
probably-
advocate doing that in real life.
Bellstarmon or Beelstarmon from Digimon. I would absolutely. Woo. Hello.
That's what I'm talking about.
Digital sex.
I would have thought you would have went with Angel Woman.
No, I'm the opposite of. So like anytime you see an angel type Digimon, I like the counter version of them. So Angelwomon, I like fucking Devi, not Devi, the woman Devimon. I forgot her name already. Wow, she's my favorite, and I fucking forgot it already. Fake fan. And then like Beelzemon, I love the opposite, which is Bellstarmon, and then Angemon, I love the opposite, which is Devimon.
Hell yeah.
And then the opposite of like Saphimon is the opposite. I love Dan Devimon. So like,
Okay,
yeah.
so I got one husbando, and I don't think he's been animated yet, and I haven't even read it yet. But I'm just so fucking patriotic that I would do this. Funny Valentine from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, he's got the drill spiral hair, and he's majestic, and his back is a giant scar tattoo of the American flag. Okay, come on.
Come on.
That's not even gay. You're just fucking the flag at that point.
Yeah, it's not even gay. It's not even gay. All right, we spent too long on that question. God damn it, that was funny. All right, fuck you, Zayla. That was funny.
I
Okay.
cannot wait to see Funny Valentine, dude. That is just, we need a real president that looks just like that. That'd be so sweet.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Okay.
flag scar on his back. Like, it has to be a
Okay.
scar, too, not a tattoo.
Yeah, scarification. Okay,
Yeah.
Danny, waifu and husbando.
Oh man.
Come on, Danny.
Okay. So
Who are the best?
waifu is Kotonoha Katsura. And there is no
Them's
husbando
fighting
because
words.
Makoto is a piece of shit. So,
What about his friend, Danny?
No, his
the
friend is
annoying,
even worse.
obnoxious guy.
his friend is even worse.
Yeah.
Like, no husbando today. Sorry.
No husbando.
Well, it's
today.
Makoto by default.
No, it's not.
Thank you for your choice,
No,
Danny.
get
That was a
outta
very
here.
smart choice that you chose Makoto.
Get out of here. Fuck you.
Oh man. Okay. So
Great characters, very well rounded, good, decent humans too.
very well rounded, he said.
Everyone
Oh,
be
man.
prepared for me to do a lot of Bob
moral,
size and oh my
they're
god.
kind. They're supportive of each other. They don't go behind each other's backs ever.
Okay, Danny, go ahead and get us going. Get us
Oh
going.
man.
Danny's just doing the Marge Simpson, like,
Um
oh, homie.
yeah, so I decided to review School Days so that we can get to 100 reviews. Yay, woohoo. I can't tell you how many brain cells I've lost by watching this.
It wasn't that bad.
This is a great show, Dan. I thought you liked romance.
No.
This no.
This is a tale as old as time, Danny. What are you talking about? A song as old as rhyme.
No.
The Makoto and the everybody in the school.
No. 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 No, 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 no.
No.
Danny, it's the beauty and 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 the beast. What's not to love about that?
Literally, like, oh my god, my brain has been hurting all day.
Okay, Danny, you take a second. You take a second. I'll just run through this.
Yeah,
info real
can
quick.
you just run through like?
Sam,
yeah,
can you
yeah.
run through the summary just like Makoto ran through his classmates?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
School Days 2007. It's 12 episodes. Studio TNK. Directed by Keitaro Motonaga. Music by Kaoru Okubo. Script is by Chabo Higurashi for Eps 2 and 5. Hiro Akitsuki, Makoto Uezu, and Yutaka Nada. And series composition by Makoto Uezu. Character design by Junji Goto. Based on the visual novel developed by Overflow. Yeah, this was a game. This is a visual novel game before, before an anime adaptation. As you can tell, like, you know, as I've said before, when they adapt visual novels, especially because a lot of visual novels back then or even now have multiple endings, this has like an original ending. So I think this was decent for having a new ending. But premise-wise, it follows the lives of 3 teenagers as they traverse the joys and hardships that come with being a high schooler. One day, Makoto Ito, he's like I think he's a junior. Year 1. He's year 1. He sees a classmate on the bus and takes a picture of her because he's like, wow, she's beautiful. And that was
actually a
picture.
train.
Oh, train. Yeah, on the train. Sorry. And then
Bus? What are you talking about, Sam?
Sorry.
Come on.
I haven't watched it in like 5 years. But yeah, Kotonoha Katsura is the person he takes a picture of. And then another student, Sakai Saonji, is like, oh, that's cute. You want me to like help you get with her? And he's like, yeah, dude, let's do it. And then it's like a big kind of like triangle thing. And then
It turns into a fucking Evangelion angel
Orgy.
shape. It's no longer a triangle. It turns into the ultra super Detroit Smash hedron.
Detroit Smash. But yeah, so it basically, and then by episode 4 or 5, it goes off the rails. Makoto starts just doing everything and everyone.
It starts pretty normal though, doesn't it? I mean,
it does. It starts really
remember,
normal, and then
I think it starts pretty good too. Like the train kiss. Oh, whoo!
and then fucking Makoto just starts. Oh man, we'll get into it. It's funny, but anyway. Go ahead, Danny. What did? Let's start with. So that was a production info. A brief history that I already told you is kind of based on a light novel. Came out in 2007, or not light novel, but visual novel. Came out in 2007. It's.
There's a couple spin-offs too.
Yeah,
like
there's...
for the visual novel, they had like multiple sequels. There's Summer Days, and then a parallel story called Cross Days, and then another spin-off called Island Days, which has been developed by Klon for the 3DS. So, and then School Days was remastered as School Days HQ in October 2010. So, and then that's when it was localized in the States in June 2012. So, and the original game is actually been officially discontinued in April 2011. So
yeah. So you can play it if you want. Of course, there's multiple endings, so you have to play through the game each time to get the different endings. But the anime, though, it has its own ending. So that's kind of like another aspect of it that's cool, because even if you've beaten the game to get all the endings, you can watch the anime still and get a different experience, which is kind of cool. And obviously the choices some of the choices in it differ than what you would do in the game, as well as from what I've heard. But that being said, what did you think, Danny, about your what was your expectations going in? Because you hadn't seen it. You heard so we originally reviewed this on a show swap episode, like at the beginning of our, like the first year of our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If I would highly recommend not listening to that episode, because I don't know how much we talked about it or if we even gave it like a
honestly. So if anyone is interested in it, it's only on YouTube. It's not on like Spotify anymore.
Is it on our other
it's
locations?
it's like on the older Spotify, which no one
I think
finds
so,
anymore.
yeah.
But don't we have it on
it's
like
on
Libsyn
YouTube.
or something? Are we still on? We're not on Libsyn.
No,
are we?
we're not. No. It's not
Oh,
on
yeah,
there
that's
anymore.
right. We used to be on Libsyn. That's okay.
Yeah. But like,
it's-
I would just go to YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, it's episode 51, and it's called Kokoro Days. So, because it was it was a show swap between Nick and Mac and
Kokoro
Mac-
Connect.
Yeah. So
Which we stupidly named those things, like we smashed both show names together
Quokka
into
did
one
that.
name.
Everything is Quokka's fault.
Which like on the surface that's funny. On the surface it's funny, but then like if you're searching for something, you're not going to search for that.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
the only
Yeah.
problem.
Right. Yeah.
that's why I said like it's called Kokoro Days.
Also, Kokoro Day sounds like it could be an anime.
It does sound
Should
like
be
that.
something.
Yeah, I actually re-listened to that episode after I finished, because for those new listeners who don't know, I actually was a listener way before I became a host. So, and I actually do remember listening to this episode way back, like 6 years ago. So, and from what I remember, you guys just talked about Kokoro Connect the first half, and then you guys kind of just like went in on school days, and a majority of the episode was mainly about school days, I think, in my opinion at least. So
Yeah, because Kokoro Connect was like a palatable anime. School
Yeah.
Days is a masterpiece.
All right.
you said the same fucking thing in the episode too.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, did I literally say that? Well, I
Yes,
probably
you
said
did.
masterpiece,
You were
yeah,
all
but I
like-
didn't say it like that.
I will never forget, like, you said that you will not remember Kokoro Connect. You will forever remember School Days because you said it was fun for you.
Yeah.
So,
And I stand by it.
God.
So what were your expectations going into it this time then?
Okay, my expectations were so low. Like, I knew I was not going to enjoy this. I didn't want to watch it. I really did not want to watch it. I was dreading the day that I needed to start watching this. But I pulled through. I can't believe I pulled through all 12 episodes because this shit was fucking boring as hell.
It is super boring.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Like
Come
literally
on.
literally my brain hurt when I was watching cuz I broke it in half cuz this was the type of thing like I know I could not just like watch it all in one go. I think I probably would have ended up in the hospital if I binged it.
You're like Danny is the monkey with the on the ventilator meme right now.
Like my freaking brain hurt.
Did
so
you at least
bad.
like the music, Danny? This had really good music. The show had good music, if nothing else, right? Very 2000s, very visual novelty. I love it.
Yeah, I guess I will say it had decent music. It's not the best, but it was decent. It was okay. But overall, I was just, like, yeah, I had a lot of anger. I was very angry towards the end. Mainly because of Makoto, because he is just a fucking like dog turd. I can't believe a character
Come
like
on.
him exists. Like,
He's a nice boy.
he is not a nice boy. He's
Nick
really
is gonna
not.
troll this whole entire episode, just so you guys know. He's gonna describe each character the complete opposite
Yeah,
of what they are the whole time.
feels good, man.
No.
All right, go ahead, Daddy.
No.
So these were your impressions. You had no expectations, and it
It was very low. Like,
Did it even meet your low Did it at least meet your low expectations?
I mean, it definitely met my low expectations.
Okay,
like, I
good.
knew it was going to be bad.
That's all I can ask for. I'll take my consolation.
Like, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I much rather watch Elfen Lied again than this piece of garbage.
Oh, well, yeah, Elfen Lied is kind of crazy. You know, I don't mind that. Now, if you said like a mid isekai, then I would be upset. Elfen Lied, I can get that because that's like another trash fire.
I mean, yeah, and we reviewed Elfen Lied too, and I mean, I do not like Elfen Lied at all as well. So if I definitely had to pick either one of these, I probably would rewatch Elfen Lied again over rewatching School Days. I'm gonna tell everyone hands down right now, I am never watching this show ever again. This is
Until we hit 200 reviews, everybody.
Deal. No, I am not. Nope. That 200 rating is going to be a different
Okay, Danny,
show.
How about this? Set in stone. It's a contract, verbal contract. If we hit 1,000 reviews, you have to watch it again, and you have to like it.
No, I am not going to like it.
We're not going to hit 1,000, Danny. Like, not that many people hit 1,000.
No.
It's fine. Just make a verbal contract.
No.
Well, you don't know.
I take
First
that
of all,
no as a
okay.
yes.
First of all, stop shitting on our podcast on the podcast. Okay,
Right.
You don't know if we'll hit 1,000.
Well, no, just by the stats. Like, very few podcasts get that many reviews, right? I haven't looked it up, but
You don't know.
except for maybe like Rogan or
I mean,
somebody.
I encourage people to try and get us to 1,000 ratings and stuff. Like, that would be freaking awesome. But I am not watching it again.
Okay, then
like-
you're gonna have to watch Garzy's Wing at 200.
I
All
don't
right,
even know what
anyways.
that is. So
You don't
All
need to know.
Garzy's Wing dub, 200 episodes. Let's go. 200 reviews.
Okay, so Danny, what let's see. I guess so what did you think after finishing it, or did Nick ask that already?
I don't think Nick asked me that yet.
Oh, I guess you kind of pretty much said it. You said you're never going to watch it again.
Yeah, no, I was honestly like that. Once I was done, I was at like a sigh of relief. Like, thank God I'm done. I don't have to think about this anymore after recording.
It's been 84 years.
Literally, I can reproduce new brain cells after watching this piece of abomination. It's a piece of garbage. Like, I am really going to be shitting on this whole time. Yeah, I was very relieved that I like kind of pulled through and finished it, because I really did not. I honestly, by like episode 8, I really just wanted to turn it off and just fucking play
you were
some
trying to binge
video
it, though,
games.
right?
No, so
No,
what I
she
did,
did it in half. Yeah.
what I did was, before Thanksgiving, I watched, what did I do? I watched, where was it? I watched up to, 8, right. Okay. Oh yeah, right. So I watched up to 8 episodes, the day before Thanksgiving, because I wanted to kind of get a good chunk of it so that I had less to watch before our recording day, which is Tuesday. So I pretty much watched 8 episodes on last Wednesday, and then
You watch 5 minutes every day.
Today, no, I didn't watch 5 minutes every day. And then today I finished from episode 9 to 12. Because again, like I did not want to like watch this throughout the weekend.
You didn't want to have too good of a weekend.
Actually, me not watching it was a great weekend.
Well, Danny, you can thank all the fans for getting us to 100 reviews and rewarding you with school days. I know,
no,
but you
this
can
was
thank
not,
them again.
I'm I am not I wouldn't call this a reward, really.
This is like when you're playing Mario Party and you land on the Bowser space. That's what this is.
So the next thing on the docket here is, what did Nick and Sam think of it? I don't think we need to hear what Nick thinks of it anymore. Okay,
yeah.
Number one.
In just like a very broad sense, like
in a very broad sense, I do have more appreciation for it as a work than I did previously. But here's my problem with the way this show gets presented to people and the way it was presented to me by Nick.
Oh, and I'm actually interested. Okay.
Yeah, so Nick he's a clown, he's a jokester, you know. My humor, the way I joke with people is like really bad jokes, you know, really obvious things that are obvious jokes, like, oh, Sam's just being a silly, you know, butt face, whatever.
It's like Super Troopers. Our jokes are cheeky and fun. Yours are mean and cruel, or something.
Well, mine aren't. You know, like my humor is very simple-minded. It's very just like, oh, look at me, like I like big dongs in my mouth. Run away. And then where Nick is like, if he has a chance to like fucking troll you, he's going to, and not in a mean way, but like, you know, whatever, right? So I don't like when people take art and present it as a meme, and that's how this show was presented to me.
Everything is a meme now, though.
I know, but it shouldn't
like all
be, because that
media
ruins
is
it.
now a meme.
No, because that ruins it. That ruins
I know.
it.
I know.
Like it's one thing to meme things about a show. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And then
everyone just says nice boat. So you don't like when people say nice boat.
Well, that I thought was kind of funny. Like when the nice boat
that's
thing
a meme.
happened, which we will talk about later in the spoiler section.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty funny. Like when I read about that and how that happened. Because obviously I wasn't into anime when that happened. But like Nick is like, he's such a butt face that like I'm thinking like, wow, he's presenting us with an actual like kind of like a okay romance story. I wonder what he likes about this so much, because I had no idea what it was. This was a thing that came out again. It came out at a time when I wasn't. This is when I had
2007.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Nick is number one. Nick is a butt face. Okay, that's just what it is. So number two, I love the kind of characters that happen at the end. We'll just say that. I don't want to spoil it. But, like, I love those characters, and it got ruined for me because Nick just completely trolled me, and I was like, God fucking damn it. I walked into his...
How did I do this? Did I, like, not say anything? Was I just like,
you didn't say any...
It's a great romance or whatever?
Me and Cuoco were like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, we were like...
Yes! Gotcha!
And then
I still think the best troll was from Mac. He like sounded so legitimate when he's like, guys, Asterix War is actually a really good show. And like he was so serious about it.
Yeah, he made Cuoco watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. I believed him. I was like, wow, Mac really likes this.
There was in the Project Manga Discord, we were like, dude, you never read the Vinland Saga manga, dude? You should read it. Like fucking Thorfinn could beat, you know, whoever.
Oh, he's kind of quick, though.
He's
yeah.
kind of quick, dude. Like, he's quick as fuck. Read the manga, dude. Manga goes crazy. And he's like 10 volumes into this thick-ass volume of manga, and he's like, yeah, I don't understand. Thorfinn's still Thorfinn. I don't get what's so... Like, he's like legitimately reading it all to wait for like a Thorfinn moment. Anyway. Yeah, no, like that's funny to me, right? But when it happened to me, and this was a time in my life where I was just angry all the time at Nick, and which like I am still now, but not in that way, right? And so I'm just like, Nick, you fucking, you know, it's like when I mess with Trisha and she goes, babe, Like, you know, I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, Nick.
It's like
Anyway.
Key and Peele. They're like, and I said, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. And and so now over time, I've kind of grown an appreciation for it as a work and what it did to people. And I can imagine what it's like when they played the visual novel. And I'm just like, holy crap. Like, cause I went back, you know, like a year later when it was still being talked about on our podcast. I, you know, went back on YouTube to watch like a playthrough of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, actually, the anime ends differently. So, like, this is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't mind it. I think so. Now I'm kind of on Nick's side a little bit. Now I'm kind of like,
But
okay.
you don't like it as much as I do.
No,
Probably.
I don't like it as much as like you meme about it.
So
yeah,
so
like
you like it, but you don't like love it, or like, if
I-
okay, blind guess. Would you? Do you think you're gonna put it on your top of the decade list for that decade? Danny's a no, obviously.
Yeah, probably
Unless it's a
probably
really
not.
bad decade.
Probably not. If it is on there, it'll
so
be number 50.
I would
or-
put it on there somewhere.
Yeah, you definitely
So
would.
that's the difference, I guess.
Yeah, because like it also is really boring in the beginning, and then
Oh my god! Like I
it's
freaking,
cool.
I even messaged you some. I'm all like, this show is fucking boring.
and like the drama in it is just like they're not really doing drama. They're just the drama they're creating is just Makoto being a dick and then another girl walking in on it. And then it's like, oh,
like
gasp.
there was literally like no character development. I mean, there was character
a little
development,
bit.
but like it was just
Dick.
Makoto just being a dick and just literally fucking anything, anyone, anywhere.
No, the
anytime.
girls all changed and developed a little bit. We got bigger boobs.
There's
I'm
no,
just
yeah,
kidding.
there's
I'm just
there's
kidding.
no creative
No,
writing to the.
No, there's a little bit. We'll get into it later. Yeah,
There's
teensy
no,
bit.
but I'm talking purely about like the romance drama. When you have romance drama, you know, some of those moments, like you got to have some kind of like elaboration on them. Whereas this one, all
Well, there's
it
a lot
is
that goes unsaid. They don't just directly tell you everything.
No, but like there should have been like I don't know. It just wasn't as creative.
I
all
did
it
this
is
because of this.
all it is
Character just
Makoto
staring at the screen.
All it is Makoto like you know being a dick, and then one of the other girls going, "Oh no," and then getting upset. You know what I mean?
Oops.
But like
I
anyway,
dropped my handkerchief.
anyway, I think it's fair to say that Danny doesn't recommend it.
Absolutely
so let's move
not.
on. Let's move on to the spoiler phase. So if you have not seen School Days, stop the podcast right now. You fucking bitch.
Or if you
And-
don't care, like I did when I listened to the first review, just keep
Oh,
on
yeah.
listening.
No, the
Yeah.
thing about this one is like the spoilers in this show actually do make a big difference, and usually I don't care, but like for this one, it's better if you just watch it. It's kind of like School Live or School Live.
Yep.
It's kind of like that one. It's,
I mean,
there's other
but
shows
I
too that have
honestly
that.
like I feel like the difference between that one and this, like
That one happens
I-
right away, but
literally it happens in episode 1, whereas this it like you literally have to get through 11 episodes in order for at least to get to the climax and like some heavy
Yeah.
drama happening.
well, it's always
Because-
happening. But yeah,
So
I know what you're
so
saying.
we're gonna start it right here. So turn it off. Okay, and we're back.
If you haven't
so like
seen it, go watch it and then come back.
so Danny, what did you? So you knew the ending already.
I knew it was going to be like a yandere kind of thing.
Oh, okay. You didn't know exactly what happened.
You didn't know, but you know exactly.
I
Okay.
didn't know like who was going to die.
Oh, okay. Or who
So-
did what?
Yeah, or who did what. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, I should have said before we did this, like, if you Google School Days, like, the first pictures that show up are the ending.
Actually, when I googled like
Let's see,
Kotonoha,
School Days images.
it's just a bunch of waifus.
Okay, maybe
yeah,
not. maybe
it's
not.
really not like I mean
well, one of them. Okay,
some
let's
of
see.
them when I was googling for like a thumbnail,
Oh, maybe they cleaned it up a bit.
Yeah,
lot
I don't
of
know.
it
There is one of her
was-
holding a knife here, but that looks like she's in the kitchen, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
not a lot. Oh my god, there's this one. Hold
Okay,
on.
scroll down. There's one on Pinterest that's all right.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah, post
send
it.
this. Oh god.
Oops. Okay, let me click
Oh,
that.
you guys have to look at that.
Oh God. Danny just posted a gross image of fucking.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's nasty. You're nasty.
I don't get it. No, I mean I get it. That's like the ending. So is that like goatsy? I know it's a vagine. What?
You know,
Why are there
because-
fingers there?
It's like
'Cause, you know-
prying it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because she checks if there's a.
A thing there.
If there's a baby.
Yeah.
Poor little fella. Shouldn't have done that. He was just a boy.
It's just a boy.
All right, we are in the spoiler section. So do we want to just do? How about this? How about we just kind of very briefly, emphasis on brief, go through like the major plot points, like from start to finish.
The
Is that
major.
okay?
There's no major plot points, man. It's just okay. Like
So like
He-
episode 1, right? You got,
he takes
you know,
a
the
picture of
Wikipedia list
Kotonoha
here.
because he's like, oh dang, she's fine
Yeah,
as
he
wine.
she's hot. He wants to date her.
Yeah, and
He
there was
puts
like
the-
this little like urban legend, like if you have the person you're crushing on as like your wallpaper on your phone, they'll end like you guys will end up dating each other.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese.
So
thing.
Yeah, but then he was like okay with admiring her from afar, right? So then Sakai is like, you know, oh,
she
hey,
offers
that's-
to help and get them together. Yeah.
yeah, she's like, that's a nice
And then-
picture, like whatever. Yeah.
And then at the train, this is episode 1. At the train, she unexpectedly kisses him as the train is passing, and she hops on like the next. She hops on the train actually, I think. And then so he's like confused. So already there's drama. It's like episode 1 was good. I thought that was a good episode.
So it's actually that one's actually not that bad. Like because he confesses to Kotonoha with Sakai's advice,
Yeah, and like the
And then
sound design
she-
was cool. The music was cool. I thought it all fit together pretty well.
and so she reciprocates, and then he's like, oh Sakai, how do I repay you for this? And I don't know how I could, you know. And she kisses him, and that's
Right.
Yeah,
And she runs.
I will
away.
say like the animation itself and the backgrounds are pretty mid.
yeah, they're whatever.
Like
yeah.
the actual animation backgrounds aren't super great, but like the sound is really good, and like the directing is kind of good sometimes.
Mhm.
I'm a sucker for trains, so yeah. So then episode 2, he goes on a first date with Kotonoha, and it's like awkward, and then she doesn't reciprocate his advances, right? Because she's
she
like
was
moving
like
kind of fast,
shy and like, you know,
Yeah, which makes sense. Obviously,
she didn't really know like how to react to Makoto's kind of like
he's a horn dog.
yeah, he was like a little slightly forceful and stuff, and at first he, you know, was okay with taking things slow, but then like he kind of
Started
became
becoming
an
a dick.
asshole and then started started hanging out with Sakai more and everything. And you know, like in the beginning I didn't really have an issue like with the first episode, and like all of a sudden Makoto and Kotonoha dating and stuff like that. Honestly, like it really does start out as just your normal kind of slice of life anime.
But there's like this kind of there's this kind of like dark element underneath, right? It's not.
There's slight
It's
like
not
dark
like happy-go-lucky like every
undertones,
other one. Yeah,
but
it's like an undertone.
It's not like in your face kind of thing. The one thing that I like really had a problem with was Makoto didn't even like break up with with Kotonoha. Like
Yeah, no.
literally he just led her on.
Yeah, he
Literally just
kinda
leading her
dangled it.
on and everything, and just
Oh,
like
that's brutal.
avoiding her.
Hey, that's a good strategy, avoidance.
And no, it is not a good strategy.
So
No.
what are we? I don't know. Gotta run.
You're my boyfriend, right? Oh, my train's about to leave.
Oh, sorry. What was that? Yeah, I gotta go.
What? What was that?
Yeah, like there's no, and I don't know, you know, that might have been something where it was different in the visual novel. I don't remember, but like obviously, yeah, like he like starts doing stuff with Sakai, and then he
and
never just like breaks up with like he Scott Pilgrims them pretty much.
literally does not like say, hey, I'm sorry, Kodonoha, I don't really like you anymore. Like, I don't feel like this is working out. I like Sakai, so I'm gonna date her.
But
Peace
that's
out,
but
deuces.
that's no. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But like that's also part of it too, though. So I guess like, that's part of like the whole.
I guess
thing.
I understand that and everything. That's fine. But it really pissed me off. And then the worst part about it was freaking Setsuna like gets into the picture and is like literally mean mugging Kotonoha and is all like, come on, Makoto, you have to come this way, like you have to do like class committee shit for the school fair, blah blah blah, like literally getting in the middle of something that literally has nothing to do with her. And again, like Makoto is just avoiding the whole kind of like breaking up with Kotonoha, and numerous of times throughout the whole entire thing, people kept asking Makoto like, aren't you still dating bitch face, whatever her name is, I just said it, Kotonoha. And he's all like, what? No, I broke that off a long time ago. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, and then Setsuna is just flat out tells him, like, you have to break this off, like, officially. Like, you need to do it now. So it was just, I really, man, it was so bad.
I agree. Like there's some pacing issues. It's a little sluggish sometimes.
And then,
the writing doesn't really explore some of the themes as much as it could, and
the school fair was honestly like, I think the school fair really pissed me off.
That was later in the show, right?
And then also,
Yeah.
and then also like a lot of the later events after the school fair.
The festival where they have to dance in front of the fire.
Yeah, the folk dance and but like when Makoto started dating Sakai, all the classmates started picking on Kotonoha.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
And I'm all like,
that was way worse than anything that Makoto
why
did.
are you picking on her? This is like, I honestly had a lot of sympathy for Kotonoha a lot in this show. I think honestly
she was like the one nice person.
Literally, she did nothing, like absolutely nothing. Yeah, she wasn't like the best like cook or anything like that, but there was zero reason for anybody to like pick on her and bully her and stuff. Excuse me. Like throughout the school festival, she was stuck with like front desk duty for her class for like her haunted house thing and everything. She wasn't she wasn't even able to like walk around the school festival or anything like that. Like
she kept checking her phone and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she's like so like dependent on Makoto because like she doesn't really have a lot of friends either. She's just like awkward. And I think the other girls are jealous of her because the guys look at her because she has big boobs. And that's like that's what happens. Which is funny because I think that can happen in real life sometimes. Where like if a girl is too attractive, like other girls get very jealous and like they try to tear her down and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of
guys don't do that as much. Weirdly enough,
a little bit when I was in high school.
Son Bob.
Guys, we kind of just like punch each other, but we don't do like the really like mind fuckery that girls do. we just like physically we're like, oh,
But honestly, throughout the whole school festival, like Makoto was like honestly pissing me off. Like I really wanted to throw my shoe at the TV.
Well, so like the other girls kept bringing him away to avoid Kotonoha. Like that's how they were bullying her. So like they were excluding her from
kept
everything.
Pulling him away, like trying to
and
avoid
like
and everything.
He kind of wanted to talk to her, but like he couldn't, and like everyone was busy or whatever. So.
And then also like but also when he did get pulled away and then started banging him, it's like, dude, why are you such a
doing him a
slut?
favor?
No, like I don't slut shame, but I'm slut shaming him. Okay, it's just like
whoa.
He was
I know
honestly,
you want to break it off.
He was doing it the wrong way. Like I don't care. Like he was really doing it in a sleazy way as well. Because now at this point, like at the school festival, he's already like kind of in that committed relationship with Sakai. Yeah. And their relationship was actually really cute. In all honesty, like
he should have just dated her the whole time.
Very beginning, I personally, he should have just went with Sakai because
could have had a nice show.
Well,
their chemistry, like was good.
It is partly Kotonoha's fault. Like she got bullied, but also she needed to see that like he didn't like her. That like he didn't actually. I don't know. He wasn't ready to date her, if that makes sense, and she couldn't figure that out.
Ready to date anyone.
Well, exactly. Like he was just talking to every girl and like ignoring her and being an asshole, and like so it is like I am like partially victim blaming her, not for getting bullied, but for like forgetting, but for just like not dropping him. You know, if she would have just dropped him and gone on with her day, like maybe it would have been a little better. I don't know.
What's that other?
But I mean, it's like the first love thing. She had like the puppy love, and she was like enamored or whatever. And if you're in high school, you can't really handle that stuff that as easily as an adult can do it. So
the one thing that honestly like really just threw me up the wall was when fucking Makoto, Otome, the girl with the ponytail, she literally just pulled Makoto into like that break room area to fucking have sex with him.
Oh yeah, was that his childhood best friend? What's her name?
They were in middle school. They like
middle school.
They were in like the same class in middle school and stuff. And she kind of liked him back in middle school too, but she didn't have the courage to like confess to him and stuff.
Oh, Otome. Yeah, I think that was her name.
Yeah, Otome. Yeah.
She was the hottest one, I think, probably. That's my contribution.
Okay, whatever.
They all look the same. They're all cartoons.
Yeah, once like he started fucking sleeping with Otome, and then it was, I don't know if he slept with Setsuna, but Setsuna kind of like encouraged him before like she left for France and stuff.
Yeah, so like she was a little bit complex.
She was annoying too, honestly. Like
all
these
were.
characters were really bad.
Because Setsuna, she liked that he like stood up to the bullies and stuff, and that he was a shithead, but like he still kind of. It's funny because like Makoto was still less of a bad person than the bullying girls. So like she saw that in him, even though it wasn't much, and so she liked that. And then on top of that, like it just became a feeding frenzy, right? Because like all of the
girls started.
One girl liked him, and then he became like a status symbol, and it's like a pre-selection thing, like. Just like animals like flinging shit at each other or whatever. So,
and then like all the like those groupies that were around Otome, like they all fucking went to Makoto's house, and
because he was a sure thing. Like,
one girl, like when Makoto opened the door, and the one girl who was like outside of the apartment, and she saw the other two, she's all like, "Oh wow, so it's really gonna be like this, huh?"
Yeah.
And Makoto's like, yeah, like, come on, it'll be great.
Two chicks at the same time, man.
What the fuck?
So
that's like, I think that happens in real life too. Like, just like one dude just gets freaking just everybody.
So just to talk about the culmination of all this, the ending, and this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier when Nick was asking me the questions about, like, when I was mentioning, like, me and Quokka did not know. I think Matt kind of knew, but I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, so basically what happens is Makoto is a piece of shit. Everyone finds out. Sakai says that she's pregnant with his baby after they boned. And then
She says this. Now, was it really true? We don't actually know.
I believe it was fake in the anime. But, like,
She kind of got the delirium that Kotonoha had, where she became, like, obsessed with him.
yeah. So then,
Yeah, because she fucking found out that, like, he was sleeping around with all these other bitches.
yeah. So
Yeah,
they were.
I can't believe
So they
she didn't know.
basically everyone finds out, and then
The worst. No, they find out because at the festival, right? The girl bullies videotape
Oh yeah, they fucking
everybody.
put a hidden camera in that
They
little.
do a
break
hidden
room
camera
area.
and like
Yeah.
watch every couple and like guy and girl and like people are cheating and it's just fucking crazy. Like
they basically did like a fucking like a whole fucking they blew up the shit. And so in episode 11, I think, or 10 or 11, Kotonoha is like ready to go and like do some shit. Like her soul is not in her eyes.
Yeah,
like, she's about
because
to kill
like
somebody.
that was around when they were cleaning up for the after the festival was done. That was when like Makoto kind of told Kotonoha, like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna be with Sakai, and that's kind of when she like had her little mental breakdown. And honestly, that was when that happened, and like they were showing signs of like her in the kitchen, and then there was the little scene, like a small frame of like the kitchen knives, and then you just see Kotonoha like just roaming around. I don't know, they don't say like exactly where they are in Japan. I'm just gonna say it's Tokyo. But she's just roaming around Tokyo, and she actually finds Sakai, and there's like you can hear like kind of metal clinking in her bag, and that's kind of like the sign that she has the knives in her bag. So right then and there, I actually thought something was going to happen, and I was just like, "Oh, finally!" Like someone's gonna get stabbed right now. Like,
So the part I'm talking about is at the end of episode 11. There's like a part where Sakai goes to like, she's like cooking at his place or whatever, and then he's fucked up, right? He's like, oh shit, I'm out of here, and he dips and he runs into Kotonoha outside, and she's pretty much mind broken at this point.
Yeah.
And then he hugs her back and he's like, no, I want to be with you. I'm really sorry for everything. And then she hugs him back, and then the life comes back to her eyes and she's happy. And then basically what happens is Sakai kills Makoto because she finds out. And then
finally
she gets a text and to meet Kotonoha on the roof, and then Kotonoha
well,
slices her
actually,
neck
she after she stabbed Makoto, she actually went home and she got a text message from Makoto's phone saying,
yeah, that's right.
Meet me
oh
on
yeah,
the roof.
oh dude, that was so fucking epic. And like and Kotonoha, she still loves him so much. She cuts off his head and puts it in a fucking duffel bag. Woo!
Yeah, so
that's love right there.
But then when Sakai goes to the roof, it's Kotonoha, and then she kills Sakai with a dozuki. And
that was fucking badass.
It's in during her like monologue at the end, it's implied that she cut her open to see if there was a fetus.
Right,
yeah,
because she asks Sakai, because when Makoto finally found out that Sakai was quote unquote pregnant, Makoto told Sakai, Kotonoha has a like hospital, like a doctor for you to go see to like get an abortion and stuff like that. And so when they were on the roof, Kotonoha like asked Sakai, like, did you go see that doctor? Like, she's really good. You'll be in good hands and stuff like that. And Sakai was all like, no, fuck no. Like, I'm not gonna, go to a doctor that you recommended and stuff. Like, so, and that's why she like killed her and cut her open to like see if there was proof that she was pregnant.
Well, no, that's not okay. So everything building up to it is why she killed her because she killed her because she. Okay, Kotonoha killed Sekai because Sekai killed Makoto.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
it. And then she. Okay, so she cut her open, and she's standing above the body, and there's a slit. You're looking out from the slit, like the camera is in the crevice, and you can see Kotonoha standing over it, and she's like in the translation that I watched. I don't know how it says in Crunchyroll. It says in my translation, she says it was a lie after all. There was no one in there. So
right, yeah, because she was talking about a fetus.
Well, and also she's talking about Sekai's like soul or like her personality, right? There's no one in there.
That's not how I got out of that.
But you could interpret it like that too. It's both. That's why I fucking love that line.
I think that's also why Nick was trying to make sure the version
Yeah,
you watched
I think
had
you
that
watched.
translation.
Did that have that translate? Is that what they said on there?
That's what they said, and that's what.
Okay, good.
That's what they also said in the 9 anime one. The 9
exactly.
anime version was also talking about a clinic and
That site is
a
so
hospital
pop-up
and
heavy.
everything like that too. Just so you know.
So the
Yeah.
whole thing. So I'm just trying.
But I was watching another version earlier that did not have that line, and that's why I was
okay.
making sure because like there's another translation that's shitty and it's.
So I was just trying to summarize this quickly. We don't need all the details, but like basically
I
after
fucking
that,
love that line, dude.
There's
no one
basically
in
after
there.
that she goes to find Makoto's body, cuts off the head, and then goes on a boat to float on this like a river on a sailboat, and she cuddles the head and says we can be together forever now, like we're good, like
Yeah, and so
it's
the
like this, nice.
yeah,
boat.
it's like a bittersweet ending. It's like sad kind of.
It's really fucked up.
It's the bad end, right? The bad end. That's what it was.
Well, it's an original ending, and they decided to just make it a bad one. Yeah.
And so the nice boat meme is from 4chan when this was airing because there was an attack in Japan. A 16-year-old girl killed her father with an axe in Kyoto, and the scene was just so similar to that. Like they do this all the time with anime. They'll delay it. They did the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom because Queen Elizabeth died. They just delay the announcement of something. So which I thought that was fucking hilarious, by the way. Tears of the Kingdom is the name of it as Queen Elizabeth dies.
Fucking weird.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so like, and I think that happened with it happens with tons of anime. So what they did is they aired a half hour of unrelated scenery while Air on a G-String played in the background, and there was a Norwegian ferry, and I'm on the Know Your Meme page right now, and that's what they're saying. So everybody in 4chan just kept saying nice boat, and that was the discussion of the episode, and then they finally aired the episode.
Yeah. They actually did air it in Akihabara 3D theater too, and you had to show your ID.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff,
had to register via email, and you also had to be above the age of 18, and you had to show ID proof in order for you
and
to
bring a
watch
Windows
it.
copy of the game.
Oh, and a copy of the game or any
Yeah.
of the sequels that came
Oh
out
my god,
after.
this is weird. The
But-
interest over time, nice boat meme actually started in like 2004. I don't
Weird.
know why. That's super weird.
So I will just say this really quick. If you don't want to hear this, I'm gonna just say them really quick. Hopefully, I can say them quickly. But like I'll tell you the endings of the visual novel right now. So if you want to play the game, don't listen to this. Just cover your ears for like a minute. So there's a few endings. There's one ending called The Bloody End, where Kotonoha slits Sakai's throat with a dozuki. And so here's the thing about the visual novel.
I'm probably
a lot
just
of it
gonna literally just Google, like, go on YouTube and watch it.
Actually, you should, because they're pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
because
it's fun to do. I've done
Because the thing about the visual novel itself is that instead of using a lot of still images, like a lot of previous ones before it, there's actually a lot of animation in it. So
Right.
anyway, she cuts her throat, and then Makoto sees it, and it just ends. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And it's like literally in the middle of like a train station. And then in another ending called Forever, Kotonoha jumps off the roof of a school, landing headfirst on purpose in front of Makoto and Sakai right as they're walking out the front door.
That was the one
And-
that you talked about in the episode, the first review. I
Yeah,
remember that
okay.
one.
So then, I must have watched it when it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and then there's the the ending called Christmas Eve, and like Makoto and Kotonoha just like they end up together and it's fine. Nothing else happens. And then there's like the great superficial fake ass ending where he ends up with both of them. They all get along.
Oh my
polyamorous
God.
relationship. Yeah. So it's kind of stupid. A lot of people go for that ending because like they don't want to see the other the other two, and then like the boring whatever. But the apparently like there's not one ending that counts as canon. It's just they're all canon. And you just get whatever depending on your choices. So the anime one is like original. So it's like it's a different experience, and that's kind of what I liked about it because a lot of times when they adapt visual novels, they do too many things, and I think that's kind of where the writing in this suffered though, because the way my experience with School Days is, it's really boring in the beginning. Then in the middle, you just get really angry and annoyed that this character is just stupid.
Yeah.
And then by the end, like the ending, I feel like you have to slag through a bunch of bull crap to get to the cool ending, which is everyone dies.
All-timer.
My favorite.
This is one of the all-time best anime endings.
But that's why it's hilarious, because you're slagging through what you think is just like this other boring romance anime, and then it like, in my opinion, Kotonoha should have murdered everybody, and then
I hope she went after the girl bullies.
dude, I hope she murked them. Yeah, like this is one of those animes where like a yandere happens, and I'm like, good for her.
So do you
Like-
want to
like,
know what I wanted to happen?
Oh yeah, Danny. Okay, so wait, hold on a sec. Before Danny, before you give your final thoughts and we get out of here, I want to hear Nick's. I think we know Nick for the most part what his opinion is, but like, what's your final thought on like how on all of it, rather, just really quickly before Danny
Okay.
goes, since it's her review. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
wait. Danny's the climax. Okay.
yeah.
I'm just the fucking dry wristy.
You're the
All
yes. Yeah, you're the reach around. Yeah.
So
You're the stranger.
yeah, like I said, School Days has one of the best all-time anime endings
It really
for
does.
a TV show. It actually does. Despite the sloppy, somewhat unexplored midsection of the show, you got a lot of weak characters. Like his best friend is kind of not that good of a character. There's a couple of girls who are kind of meh. There's a few though that are interesting, but and yeah, so like this show just explores. It's just like it plays it very straight. Like what would happen if the male character in a harem anime just got with every girl, and like this is what would happen, or what could happen. Yeah. Because things just like spiral out of control pretty much, and I guess I get a little suckered in with like the idea of it, which is kind of bad because like I'm usually like a presentation kind of person. I feel like, okay, if the presentation's good, the idea doesn't matter that much, and the presentation here was like, it was okay. So the main thing, the thing that really brought it up for me was the music, the soundtrack, the scene where I think Sekai's stabbing and killing Makoto. When it starts playing that song, goosebumps, man. Fucking epic song right there. Holy shit. Sam, you can like add it into the episode here, but there's that, and then every single ending theme was different, which I liked. It just felt like so nostalgic and it was just cool. Like I listen to the soundtrack sometimes. That's how good it is.
I'm just gonna use the soundtrack as the ending part instead of one of the EDs, because like that song is like, ugh. Just going
fucking,
ham on him.
It's like ominous. It's a catchy song. Yeah.
Actually, I'll go ahead and say that's one part I hate. I wish it was Kotonoha that killed him and not her. I'll say that right now.
But I kind of like it though. I mean, I can see why they did the choice they did. But anyway, yeah, I'm reading another Bob Duh review, which I always talk about Bob. Well, I used to always talk about him. I think he worked for Anime News Network at one point. But yeah, he has like a mini thing on his blog. But he's basically saying that this show is like a critique of the idea of winning girls. It's like a very negative show. harems can be ugly things, and there's bad behavior and all that, and that's what the show is saying. And he also says that it can get sluggish and it doesn't explore the themes as well as it could. And he's like, the last thing he says, the points are more interesting than the package they're wrapped in. I kind of agree with that, but I also think the music is so good that it makes up for it. So I get suckered in by music. But yeah, it's a great show. It would be on my top 50 of the decade. I don't know where I'd put it. I'd have to watch a lot more shows, first of all. So
yeah, which we're planning on right now.
We
plan the live stream.
I jokingly gave it a 10 on Mal, just so people watch it. It's not a 10.
See that right there? Look, that's when you're knocking too much. Like,
it's a half joke. It's a half joke. It's probably like a 7.
That's why I was always talking shit about this show in the beginning, because I'm like, dude, you're knocking around too much.
But anyway, that was it. Sorry, I filibustered. Now Danny can't pass her.
You're just excited because it's your favorite show. It's fine. Yeah, Danny. Yeah. Okay. Final thoughts, Danny. What did you think about School Days?
Danny, time to
thank you for 100 Spotify ratings. Let's go.
Yeah, so
she loved it. All right, this has been Sam.
I give it 7. No, I give it 10 duffel bags in heads and duffel bags.
Heads and duffel bags.
No, I give it 10 broken condoms out of 10, just like last week.
I give it 7. I'll say 7, just because that's like my
7.
It's because of the ending. 7 Dozukis out of 10.
Okay.
Which is the saw thing that Kodonoha uses. Okay, Danny, go ahead.
Well, so actually, I'm with you, Sam. I wanted Kotonoha to fucking murder Makoto. Like, I really wanted her to go ham after she kind of like, her eyes just were soulless and everything like that. Like, I really wanted her to, like, once they met up in the street, I really just wanted her to pull out one of those knives and just fucking stab him, because
just murk him on spot.
Just murk him. Yeah, just murk him on spot. I don't care if it's like out in public, like, just do it. Just yeah. Yeah, I do not like this show. I really don't. Honestly, I think the only thing that is going for with this show is probably the opening. The OP is decent, and I do like the song in it.
Oh, it's like really upbeat too.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's one of those OPs where you really don't know, like, the real motive on the show. It just honestly looks like a typical slice of life anime.
Yeah, there's like no hint in the OP
right,
of what's
zero,
to come.
nothing, like, at all.
That's
like,
what's hilarious about it.
So, also,
but the endings get progressively like more ominous, I think.
Yeah, it's just like I'm telling you, my brain hurt when I was watching this. Like, I can feel my brain hurting and developing a headache because I was watching this abomination of a show. Like,
we need to put the Billy Madison thing in here, where he's like, that made us all dumber for what you just said.
Yeah,
you know
literally, I mean? yeah. That's yep.
That's Danny's opinion of the show.
Yep, exactly, 100%.
All right, here's Danny's opinion right here.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
All right.
Also, another thing is, I don't care what anyone says, but Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend is a million times better than Makoto.
Oh, God.
So
No.
fuck all you guys. Fuck all you guys, okay?
He can't even confess right.
I don't care, okay? At
He's a
least
soft boy.
Kazuya isn't a fucking fuck boy. And, yes, I'm slut-shaming Makoto, but Makoto is a fucking slut, okay?
I'm not shaming
in
him.
like the worst way. Like not
That
even
boy did
Literally
what he
the
had to
worst
do.
way. Yeah.
like
yeah.
like not even like not like the sex worker slut who's out there making a living. Not even the slut where it's like
oh shit, dude, we
like
need
me,
them. We need them, dude.
like where I'm just like open about it. You're like, yeah, I'll fuck you.
Yeah,
You know
if
what
you're
I mean?
if you're single and honest, all that.
Like
I'm not
he
single,
doesn't.
but I'm
He's
still,
not honest.
Well, okay.
The
If
problem,
you're honest and everybody else is on the same page, there you
the
go.
problem with Makoto is that
I haven't had sex in 4 years.
That's his problem.
that's his problem. He doesn't like own up to like his sluttery.
Sluttery.
Well, he's got to be like 16 or something, right?
Well,
Or
I mean, but like
something
that's
like that.
the whole point of being 16 is being, is just, being adventurous, experiencing, body language and like
I don't think people do that
experimenting
early anymore.
with your body. So like with Makoto, like he just, he didn't even break up with Kotonoha. Literally just did not, like, just completely avoided that whole situation and just started dating Sakai. And then, all of a sudden started this weird shit with all the other girls in the school. And then all of a sudden now his house is a fucking brothel because he's having sex and orgies with more girls. So it's like
Hell yeah.
he's not being honest with the people he is in quote unquote committed relationships with and actually talking to them about what he actually really wants. And what he really wants is just to fuck. Like, he doesn't want to be in relationships. He just wants to fuck.
I just want bang, bang, bang. I don't want relationship. I just want bang, bang, bang.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to fuck, but like, don't be in fucking committed relationships with people if you're just gonna bang. Like,
Unless
Yeah.
you're Sam.
Yeah, unless you're me.
And you can handle it.
so
Or if you're doing a key party, like, the swingers, like, but you have to have a mustache in order to do that.
And bell bottoms.
That is the law. You have to have a mustache if you're a swinger.
Know the law. Okay, Danny. So basically, you hate it because you hate sluts, or you hate Makoto sluts.
I hate Makoto sluts, yes. And I wish I could score it as a 0, but I can't give it a 0. So
on.
I'm gonna give it the closest thing to a 0, and that is 0.4.
Wait, 0.4? I thought, why not
List,
0.5?
I'm allowed to do. I can do decimal ratings.
Oh, it doesn't let you. Wait, it doesn't let you go below 0.4.
Well, so on my
That's
phone,
weird.
on the AniList app, how they rate things, they give you options on like how the story was, how the characters were, music, visuals, and stuff.
So you
can
put
rate-
0.1 for each one, and then ended up at 0.4.
No, I did put like
okay.
Yeah.
I did put like some higher than some
Oh,
others,
okay.
and then it automatically kind of like calculates.
Averages out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So
yeah.
0.4 what out of what? Or out of 10?
0.4 out of nice boats out of 10.
It's a half of a boat.
It's a half of
0.4.
It's 2/5 of a boat.
0.4.
It's taking on water.
Babies.
That actually makes sense. The boat is taking on water.
Okay.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Sorry,
Very
King.
funny.
I did not give it your expectation rating.
So I gave it a 10. Sam gave it what, a 7?
7. Because
7? Danny gave it a
I
0.4.
appreciate it as a work.
I love it.
You know what
I
I mean?
love the disparity.
Oh,
Yeah.
here I found what King wrote. He wrote anything above a 2 out of 10 is an absolute win.
Well, sorry.
And it is not.
It's above a 0.2.
It is above a 0.2, but still, it's not
That's
a win.
funny,
I'm
man.
sorry, King.
That's so funny. Shout out to King. He's one of the hosts of Anime Plummet, and he really wanted Danny to like School Days.
Literally,
that did
he
not
was
happen.
probably. I mean, one of the few people who were excited about me reviewing this.
Yeah. Oh man. So, anyways, thank you, Danny, for doing that. You took one for the Pacho.
Yeah.
I will be sure that Honey Bear.
We got to punish me and Sam next somehow.
No.
It's only fair.
God, Nick, you're like the teacher's pet. We're like, oh, excuse me, Miss Crabtree. What about homework?
Well, no, it's like
Fucking
when
Nick.
Mr. Burns is slapping a bunch of people, and he's like, "Oh, Smithers, make me slap him. Now you. Now give me a taste. Now all three."
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So that 100 Spotify ratings, Danny reviews School Days, and we are going to do a live stream, which we still have to plan and talk about. I imagine it's going to happen sometime in January or February. But that
Well, I
live
have my
stream is
comp
just,
set up.
yeah, that live stream is just going to be us hanging out. We'll do a Q&A. We'll do giveaways throughout the whole thing. We'll play some video games maybe. Just kind of hang out and have fun. Might be a couple hours or so. Nothing too fancy or big. But that being said, I love you guys very much. I'll keep you updated on that. Thanks for listening every week, of course. And be on the lookout for Anime Plummet. If you're a patron, that comes in the first episode December 4th. And then the first episode will be public December 11th on the Anime Plummet RSS feed, which we will include on the links.animesummit.net link tree. Okay? So, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. I've been Sam. That's been Danny. That's been Nick. Nice boat. And this has been the Anime Summit Podcast.
Makoto puts the ass in enthusiast.